Hey, it's Junkman from VintageRock.com, live from NAMM 2013. I'm with an old friend here. I got Mr. Rikki Rockett, proprietor of Rockett Drumworks, dude.
Oh, proprietor, that sounds like a big word.
I was trying to get that word in another interview, and I couldn't spit it out, man, but, you know, it was kind of rough.
I used to have a good vocabulary.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
And something like developed some ways about that just ain't right now, right?
Oh, I know.
Dude, congratulations on everything you've been doing with Rockett Drumworks. For a lot of people that don't know, Rockett Drumworks is a true American company. They use all American parts in your drums. And then, dude, you've become like the guy to talk to about getting a custom drum kit done.
I have. I'm the guy. Come talk to me. You're doing it. Let's go.
Tell us a little bit about Rockett Drumworks, what you got going on for 2013.
Well, you know what? A lot of people said, what have you guys done new? We've done some new finishes, and they're like, well, why aren't you innovating anything? I like how we build drums. I like what we're doing. I don't want to mess with a formula. Can we up our game? Sure, when it makes sense. When it makes sense, we up our game. Otherwise, we like how we're doing our job, and we think we're doing a good job with it.
Is there anything that you did, like, you went above and beyond and said, you know what, there's a challenge for me, let's see if we can do this? Is there anything like that you've done since the last time we've spoken?
Well, nothing that I have here at NAMM today, but there's a lot of challenging things with customers. They'll want special sizes that are weird, or, you know, that kind of stuff.
Different plies.
Right, different plies. And, you know, I mean, if it doesn't make sense acoustically, I try to talk them out of it. But I'll try to talk them out of it for a good reason, not just if. But you have to listen, because sometimes I learn most of my stuff from what guys want or what they're trying to achieve. And sometimes I'm going like, what you're trying to achieve, you're not going to get there from there. Sometimes I go, wow, that's interesting. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, it's my fault too. Sorry, I got the hiccup. You know, I love working with other drummers, because that's what works for me. I don't like to just make something that goes on the peg, tell a dealer you sell it. I don't like to work that way. I like to work one-on-one with people, or at least Brendan come up and say, we got a customer that's trying to get this. What do you think? You know what I mean?
Dream fulfiller is you.
That's right. Drums do come true.
Now, is there a kind of material that you just will not work with, or is that basically wide open?
I mean, you know, out of the...
Has there been a request for something you're like, nah, fuck that?
No, not so much. Nobody's really asked anything really nuts. Sometimes people think they want wood, certain particular species of wood, and they don't know why they want it. They just heard it's great. And I have experience with most species, and I'll say, are you sure? Let me tell you what that's going to sound like, you know. And sometimes they go, yeah, that's what I want. I go, okay, then let's do it, you know. I just like people to know what they're getting. I don't want them to sit down at the kit, start hitting it and go, what did I do? I just spent all my money, put my trust in you, and you didn't deliver. I don't want that to happen. I want to deliver when somebody wants it.
The American way.
The American way.
Now, tell me a little bit about this one right here. You got the Betty Page kit. Who came up with this concept right here? I don't know if you can see that with the camera.
I came up with it. I'm a Betty Page fan.
As are we all.
Are we all? She's classic. She changed things, and I feel like we changed the idea of a lot of things in drums, custom drum building, and so I thought that made sense. Plus, it matches my shirt, kind of.
Well, there you go, you know. Have always been the fashion statement, too, in rock, you know.
Yeah, black and red. Hey,
there you go.
Wrong, right?
Never. Rumor has it that you guys got a reality show going on. I know you were talking about that before. What's the latest with that?
You know, we got really backtracked. We didn't like the folks we were working with, and we kind of changed everything. It took a whole year out of our life to get it back on track, but they're shopping it to the networks this week, so we'll see what happens.
And the title?
American Drums.
American Drums. Makes sense, simple, to the point. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. It's going to be cool. You know, this sounds, I was talking about this earlier, it sounds lofty, but Orange County Choppers, when they did American Chopper, I think changed how people perceive motorcycles and handcrafting something. And I want to do the same thing with musical instruments. I want people to see how this is made, what's involved, the American way, of course, because if you're doing it in China, you're just a shipping and receiving company, okay? But when you're doing it the way we do it, some of the other custom guys, you know, it's blood, sweat, and tears, but it's so worth it. And it could change the way people perceive this whole industry. Again, it's real lofty, and it's like, I don't mean to sound so bold, but it really could. It could change things, and I hope to do it. Not single-handedly, of course. You
got quite the staff around you, man.
I got a great staff, and I mean, they just, you know, every time I see them work, I'm like, wow, I just got such good guys working for me, you know?
It's terrific, man. We love what you do. One of these days, dude, one of these days, I'm going to have one of your kids. I will have it. I will.
Or with a snare drum, if nothing else.
Absolutely. What's the deal with Poison for 2013? I know you're busy, but what's going on with the guys in the band and you and touring, recording, anything like that going on?
Well, you know what? Bobby Doll showed up today, and we sat down and talked a little bit, and we have a couple of options, but I don't know what's going to happen yet. May or may not tour this year. I don't know.
Hey, man, you guys are busy, man. Everybody understands, you know?
Well, Poison's my priority. You know, I mean, it's been who I am and what I do for 26 years. If I die tomorrow, I'm the guy in Poison, you know? And that's okay. But, you know, I don't know what we don't tour every year, but almost every year. I think
you always sell it out, too.
We've missed like 1 year in 10, 11 years now. So if we stayed home this year, it wouldn't be crazy, you know?
Sure, the wife wouldn't mind, you know?
No, especially since we have a little girl on the way.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. May 3rd we're looking at.
A future drum shaper, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. My son's a drum player. So, right on.
Well, Rikki, dude, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging with us. And again, Rockett Drum Works, look them up, man. They're everywhere. American-made drums, and probably the finest things that you're going to see at NAMM. As far as I'm concerned, anyway, being a drummer, you know? So
yeah.
These are my dream drums, all right? So, nonetheless, Junkman, VintageRock.com, Rikki Rockett, and NAMM 2013. Enjoy the rest of NAMM, bro.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. All right.